I wanted to share some stuff with you. First, my sewing machine. Best thing they could have made. But once it starts sewing, and I'm not gonna say get hot, you hear the engine running and it doesn't do anything to sew. So I took it back. I'm glad I knew the girl. Well, I knew of her. I don't know her, but I know of her because I took the price off of it. It was $9.99. I had a receipt, but they went ahead and let me do it, and then she told me, always keep it on there. So I returned it. I'm back to square one with no sewing machine. So I'm going to buy a brand new one. No time soon, and I hate that. So that's that. So when I was in the Goodwill, I did pick up two things. One thing I always wanted, and the other one is going to hold my pens, because I think it's super cool. So this is the first thing that's going to hold my pens, because I'm not drinking out of it. Because Goodwill gives you a gift card. You don't give you cash back, which is fine. You see this huge mug that says Reese's? It says Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, milk chocolate. This is a huge. Someone got crumb and $1.99. I got crumb and pencil, whatchamacallit. So that's what I'm going to use on my computer desk to hold my pens. I thought that was really neat. So I'm gonna wash that, clean it up. I've always wanted this, but I wanted a lot of them. But I only found one. Look at this. It's a gigantic Christmas ornament. I'm hoping I can find more. I've always wanted one of those. I know I'm corny, so I got like $5 left on my card. And I did stop to two other stores, and both is a thrift store. Now one of the items is outside. It's like a little plastic table. Nothing really fancy. I got it for $3. I had got one similar to it a couple of weeks ago for $5, but they had another one inside for $3. So either I'll sit on it or I'll use it as a bench. It's outside. At the same place, I got this. How would I price it? So I paid $6 for everything, so it was $3 for that, and then I guess this was like $2. This is the thing came off. It was $24.99 at Marshalls or TJ Maxx. Nothing wrong with it. I've always wanted one of these. Got that, and someone made this. It has Mexico on the inside. So this is handmade. I thought this was really nice. Clean this out. Make sure I don't got no voodoo or nothing on it. I like unique pieces. I shouldn't be buying no home decor, no nothing. Let me tell you something. When it comes to budgeting and not trying to buy nothing, don't follow me. I get into this thing and I do it, and it's just aggravating. Went to the Salvation Army to see if they had any more TVs. They did not, but I'm getting over when I buy Dr. Scholl's shoes. And this was $5.99. When I tell you these freaking shoes is unbelievably comfortable, and I figured they would be. Dr. Scholl's on step, they gave up on some nice looking shoes. That was the Salvation Army. And my very last store. I had a lot of stuff, but I had to put some stuff back because I'm like, maybe I can find it at another time, same location. This right here is to hold my camera. So like I can extend it out. And then the feet actually spreads out where it will just sit on the table. So I got that for $6 because it is $6 day. A fabric shaver. I always see this stuff and I finally got one. I would have never thought I would have saw one. Eventually I would get one, but I actually finally got one. So it's a little fabric shaver. That's pretty cool. And I got this for $6. Listen, I don't know what this is. I don't know if you wear this out in the streets or you only wear it at home. But it's this. Let me see. It zips midway from the collar. It has a pocket right here. huge pocket. And then it says Beauty Shine, long sleeve. It's a pullover, but it's huge. So this is what it looks like. This looks like this could go for a big man. But see, when it get cold here, I like stuff like this. I like to snuggle up. So this would be my snuggle up thing with some tights or whatever. So yeah, I got that. Was it something else I want to tell you? Why do I feel like I want to tell you something? Why is my Kindle on? Alexa. I don't know what made it came on. Alright. Don't start to do little weird things. I want to tell you something. Hey, you know what? I don't know if you guys can hear me, so I'm going to talk. I got to put this air on because let me tell you something. When you live in the state of South Carolina, it gets hot here. I mean hot. And the humidity, ladies, stay where you at. I wouldn't advise anybody to move to South Carolina anyway. But that's my opinion and I'm sticking with it. So right now, hey, it's hot. I normally have my room window up and my ceiling fan and another fan running. But I was like, this is a bit too hot. This is hot. But this is, what month is this? This is June. So summer starts on the 20-something. So yeah, it's on. And here I am thinking, okay, I'm going to take down these curtains and change up my curtains. Let me give you some advice. Those blackout curtains, you need to invest. I've always heard about them and I really didn't invest until I started going to the Salvation Army. But the lady that used to give good prices, she passed away. Oh my gosh, that bothered me so much. So I got me some blackout curtains in my living room. They're so nice. They're black and they're blackout curtains, really long, beautiful. And I got a really good price for them. And I was gonna take those down. Nah, baby, let me tell you something. I'll take them down when it starts getting cold. And then I got another pair. I looked up at a different thrift store. This is a thrift store that will rob you. She used to have a like a type of store, what do you call it? A non-profit store, but I know that she wasn't doing right. And then she turned around and sold it and then opened up a thrift store. And before she priced her stuff right, I walked into, her old location. I walked in and got me some blackout curtains. And when I tell you those are nice, they're in my room. They actually match what I got going in my room because I have like neutral colors in my room. Great price, blackout curtains. And it does the job. I found me at my little spot, I think I paid about $2-3 at my little spot where I go and have those different days, different dollar amounts. I found some blackout curtains to go into my other room. Now, they're shorter, which is fine. I wanted shorter curtains, but they're not as wide. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I got one side already closed, and then I have another side I keep open. So I'm gonna close those. As far as, I'm not really in that room, but I still wanna kind of have my blackout curtains to meet. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know, I'll probably do it in the middle. You can't really see the middle because you got both ends, so I have to make sure they cover each end. And then when it comes to the middle, I'll probably find some material in something, a darker color material. I'll think of something. But on YouTube, you can find DIY videos where you can make your own blackout curtains. Check this out. So many years ago, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I went inside of the Salvation Army and I saw these white things that looked like curtain panels and it said blackout. And it had like some spots on them, so I watched them, didn't come off, and I realized they were paint spots. Those were actually blackout curtains you put in kids' room. You actually put it behind your curtains and you hang them. I still got them. So yeah, blackout curtains is very, very necessary. So I have I took a piece of what did I use? A piece of sheet or a piece of something, and I made curtains for my bathroom. And I might just do blackouts for my bathroom, or just keep the bathroom door shut. Because I live in a townhouse, so the heat rises, and it's hot as a mug. And I don't want to be running my air. Like, let me tell you something. I remember back in the days, my light bill never went over $75. My last light bill was $67. Now in the wintertime, it doesn't get cold here. A lot of people from up north live here in South Carolina. And so they laugh at us because as soon as somebody says snow, all the bread, all the eggs, all the water is off of the shelf, and they shut it down here because we don't have the equipment. We had a bad snowstorm, and then after that, ice storm, and they had the lawn equipment out on the road. Like, they didn't know what to do, which worked out for me. You know, other places didn't work out, like Atlanta. People were stranded on the road, no gas, no food, no nothing. So, and that was a sad situation. So we don't have the equipment here, and for the first time, my winter bill was not expensive. And let me tell you what I did. I went to a thrift store one day and grabbed this blanket. And it was crazy because earlier that month, I learned about a weighted blanket. Never heard of a weighted blanket because I'm in the South. So somebody up north must have been down here and donated some stuff, and they donated a weighted blanket. Baby, I grabbed up that weighted blanket so quick. I took it to the thrift store, to the laundromat, and washed and disinfected that bad boy. And when it gets cold, guess what's on me? That weighted blanket with my blanket on top of it. The benefits of being a big girl is we got body heat. So needless to say, it's been times where I had to stick my leg out to cool my whole body down because it got hot. It's just me, and it worked out. And I was like, yeah, this is a winner. I will never let that thing go. And if I ever find another one, I'm scooping it up. Yes, I am definitely trying to save because we had a light company that got over on people, and by the time they had to pay us back, it was nothing. And now we got a new company who's doing the same exact thing because I don't see a difference. So you got to save, or you can save, do what you got to do, and I'm one of them. I'm here for it. So yes, it is hot, but the good thing about it being hot throughout the day, I'm inside the house. I'm inside the building, so I'm at work. And then when it's time for me to go to my other job, which, you know, if you don't know, I work part-time in a warehouse. And all I do is sweep, mop, and change the trash in the offices. That's all I do. Offices and conference rooms. And so it get heated inside there. But these people, I don't know if they have a contract with the company or what it is, or they have pallets and pallets and pallets of pallets and pallets and pallets on top of pallets of packs of water. I think it's 32 packs. Like, a truck has to deliver those because I don't know. So it's like, if you know what a pallet look like, it's a real tall pallet. Okay, I got to get over, lady, move. And it's covered with water, and it's taller than me, and I'm 5'4". So they bring it in by the pallets. Like, every area got water, and then they put cases and cases. They got a bunch of refrigerators and freezers, and they stock it with water. So I know now when I go there, if it's available, because them guys be drinking that water, which is not a bad thing. I try to grab me 2 waters and keep it pushing. So as long as I'm hydrated, I'm good. And whenever I have to, so when I mop, when I have to prep 3 buckets of mop water. And then when the first one get dirty, I take it, dump it, put that mop bucket up, and grab the other one I've already prepped. And the bathroom is right next to the room, the mop bucket room. So I go to the bathroom. So yeah, so I'm able to have my first job. We have unlimited drinks also. That's crazy. Like, we got soda, we got coffee, we got tea, we got water, we got Dasani. I think Dasani was messing with my heart that day when I had that issue, because I don't think I had that issue since then. So yeah, we got like diets, Coke, Diet Pepsi, Coke, Pepsi, orange juice, Hawaiian Punch, what else we got? Sprites, ginger ale, and we got some few other flavors. Unlimited. They stock it every day, all day. So yeah, so we got the fluids. And other than that, I'm inside the house. Now, I keep saying this, and I go back on my words. Don't pay no attention. So, I got me some, right now I'm on the way to some Goodwills, because I got me some 2 Goodwill gift cards. And I am trying to find some stuff, because I put my portable washer upstairs, so draining the water is fine. I just want to put it on something a little higher, because what I have is too big. I didn't want to have it in my kitchen anymore, because my kitchen looked really crowded and congested, and that messes with me. I don't like that. I've never liked that. So I want to put it on something where it's tall enough to where my drain hose is hanging down so the water can drain out. And I want to attach something either to the shower head. I live in an old apartment. I'm afraid to take that shower head off, which I may end up trying one day. Because I have a shower head attachment with the cord. I do. And I may, if I can get that off and replace it with that, then I wouldn't need all this other stuff. But we're going to check it out. But yeah, so I'm going to the Goodwill to see what I can see. I noticed a lot of that, the nozzles or attachments you can use is either from a hose from, like, if someone's bathing their baby or if they're bathing their dogs. There's a nice attachment that fits, like, on the shower faucet. So yeah. So that's what I'm doing today. I got my air on, so I'm going to have to talk loud just in case you can hear the air, because the phone is hooked to right in front of the vent. But anyway, you know what trips me out about Goodwill? Goodwill got plenty of money. Goodwill got an online store where they're selling stuff that is worth some value, and maybe they don't have a lot of people in that store. Say, for example, they found something of value in South Carolina, but only people in South Carolina have seen it, so they want to have more exposure. So they have an online store, okay? They got an online store where they're selling these stuff that's worth thousands of dollars. Antique stuff, like, they got money. Then here they got a boutique. Needless to say, it's not cheap. Then they're jacking up the prices, and then they're begging for customers to give them money to run up for their job program. You don't have enough money for your job program? But yeah, Goodwill's not broke by any means necessary at all. They'll ask you to round up in a heartbeat. I remember when they first started rounding up, and I went to a store I'll never forget, and I don't know why this thing is sticking with me, and the lady was like, they had to buy their own gloves because Goodwill was not supplying their gloves, or something about gloves. It wasn't that they ran out, something about gloves. I'm thinking to myself, so y'all, I mean, that's when it was riding hard to round that money up, and they didn't even have gloves. And that right there is when I realized, Goodwill, nah, I'm good. All right, so I'm back. I did not find what I was looking for. Told you I got me Clinique bra. This is $1. I got a hose, which is still inside of the pack, completely sealed. So let me take that out because I need the actual hose. It's actually what they use for breathing treatments. You see the part that you put under your nose? So I just need part of that. I don't need the whole thing. And then I got these. They had a bigger one I really wanted, but I'm not paying $5.99 for it. And these are appliques. Now, I don't know where they got this from, but this is this one. I don't know what it's made of. Like, it's just really, really, this is what it looks like. What is that made out of? It feels like wood, but it's not. Almost feel like a plastic. And then this is the other one. These are $1.99 each. So Dollar Tree has clay. I hadn't seen it in a while. I got 2 or 3 of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm not sure how this is going to work, because this one got so much deep detail in it. Like, look, the detail is really deep in it. This one, not so much, even though it's missing a little piece right there, you can see. So what I want to do is, like, just spray, go to the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree, and spray some, like, cooking oil on it, and take the clay and put it on here, let it dry, and see if it'll just come off. I'm going to have to Google that or whatever. But yeah, so the clay was doing, when the store was $1.25 or $1. I don't know, but anyway. So yeah, I've always wanted some of these. So, and they had it, like I said, they had a big one. I'm not paying $5.99 for it. I was surprised to see these. I thought I would never find nothing like this. So that's all I got from the Dollar Tree. I don't want these to get messed up, so let me set these under my table. Wash my bra, my next wash. Now this right here, this tube is better because it's thicker. When it gets down to the bottom where the breathing thing is, it's like a noodle. It's really loose. So let me see if this works for what I'm needing it for. So give me just a minute. I'll be right back with you guys. So I put it on one of these little spray things because this originally came with it, with this. So I needed something longer. So I stuck it on to the bottom piece where this would generally go. So I stuck it on. So if this doesn't work, hopefully it does, then I'm gonna have to cut here but I still got more. So let's see how that works. So I got water in it. I may have to cut that hose down a little more. Why is it? Okay. Let's see. I don't want to spray myself. Okay, so it is. Okay, it's spraying. Cool. All right. So that is a good thing. So my DIY is almost done when it comes to this, and this will make a lot of sense eventually. I'm trying to debate if I want to turn this black or keep it or turn it white. I don't know. But anyway, all right, guys, I'll be back. Good morning, everyone. Happy Juneteenth. It is Monday. I am off from my full-time job because they follow all federal holiday. My part-time job, they don't do all holidays, and today's one of those holidays. It's all good. So I'm up early this morning getting some stuff done. But before I have to meal prep today. So before I meal prep today, let me show you guys what I do to save money. A lot of people do this, a lot of people don't. Let me give you some tips and tricks. All right, so I hate Walmart, but I go there. So they tend to mark down their meats first thing in the morning, and they're in there marking it down. So I got this pack of chicken for $4.78. It's about to expire in 3 days. Is my phone about to go there? Sure enough. Okay, so it's about to expire in 3 days. So what I do is when I bring it home, I put it in the deep freezer. I do not touch it. When I am ready, I take it out, I defrost it, I take all the fat off, all the slime and all the skin off, and then I'll wash it like in a lemon bath, and I cook it right then and there. If you get to the store and you can smell the funk before you get to the chicken, or you smell the pack and you can smell it, leave it there. What makes it really, really stink is that fat and the slime and the skin and stuff on there. Mine does not have an odor. That's not how I roll. As soon as you defrost it, you need to cook it. Now, you sometimes have like the family pack like this right here where you get a lot more chicken. I think you get about 18. These only hold 10, but they didn't have those on sale. And I normally get those for like, how much was this one? This one was $5.78. $5.20. If you can see the $5.20 right there. So that was a better deal, but they didn't have any. So I went ahead and got 4 of these. And I'm about to stick them in my deep freezer. All right. So I just took back a drying rack I bought, I don't know, earlier this year. When I got when I got my compact washer, and I'll post a picture of it. So I bought that one, and then I realized after working a part-time job, and I have a second set of clothes I put on, I have a lot more clothes to wash. And I went to the laundromat, and I spent a massive amount of money. And the lady said the same thing I was thinking. She was like, these dryers don't dry like they used to. They adjusting the heat on these things. So this is what I got. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Let me see. You see? So you put it on the floor, and then you hang your clothes from it. The way I have my phone is the reason why you can't really see. You see? You see it right there. You see, you hang your clothes. So yeah. So this was $28.88. The other one was $20. So what's this 20? Hold on. The other one was, I think the other one was 19 something, and this one was 28.18. So yeah, I couldn't find the receipt, so I had to do an exchange. So we're gonna see how that works. That box is light, so I don't know how that's. I always wanted one of these, and I finally got one for $4.99. Made in Indonesia. Always wanted one of these. I got one. We leave it on the floor because I got a Lysol it. And then I got this. This is an extra large Forever 21 shirt. But let me see. All right. It fits like a dress. I am so happy because that's what I'm gonna wear it in. I generally don't do all this. Like, put it on top of my clothes and stuff like this, but I'm gonna do it this time. So I like the fact that I have stretch and pull. Now I'm dropping weight and I'm happy about it. But, you know, I'm working on some stuff. My meal prep starts tomorrow. No, meal prep today. But what I eat is, oh my gosh, it doesn't have pockets because I think it's a shirt, but it may be a dress. I like that it has this thing right here where you can fold back your sleeve or whatever. I like this. So I think it is a dress. I thought it was a shirt. Well, they priced it as a shirt, so I'm gonna wear it as such. I mean, they priced it as a shirt. I hope it doesn't, like, you see how that buckles open? That's when I do like this, but when I'm like this, it shouldn't have to. So I'll be pulling that. But I think what I'm gonna do is, I have like this tank top that it fits, it's like stretchy, but it's adjustable, so it's longer. So I'll definitely put that under here. These were some cute flats. Oh my gosh, I wish I had some gray, like flats or whatever. I don't think I have any. So yeah, that's what I got.